So this is going to be before and after. It's wrapped with the Vivid Tint. They call it just their smoke tint. Looks really good. Not super dark at all, and obviously a lot better than what the old one looks like. This stuff is really easy to wrap with as well. It is way better than the cheap stuff you find on eBay. I would highly recommend using Vivid for any kind of tinting you do. I'll link it below, but that's the before and after. So one thing I did do is restore the fog lights with the Sylvania Headlight Restoration Kit. Works pretty well, nice and clear. They were really faded and beat up when I pulled them out of the bumper. I'm still going to tint them with the yellow film, but just decided to do that while they were out, and it came out pretty well. So I'll have links to everything I used here below. So this is the headlights all fitted up. Fitments, it's okay. I mean, looks about what the OEM ones were. This side's a little bit in more, but whatever, should work. Not super worried about it. So final walk around, all looks pretty good. Everything fits pretty good. Everything works. No air lights or nothing. Fogs are good as well. These are still the halogens. I got LEDs coming pretty soon. So final review of the cheap Amazon housings for a Grand Cherokee with the projectors and doing an LED upgrade along with that. They look pretty good. Fitment is all pretty decent. I'm sure that could be better, but also I don't think it's that far off from stock with the side markers. These are tinted, so they are slightly darker than the clear housings when they came. And if I were to rate them out of 10, I'd maybe say give them a 6 out of 10, just for a couple different things I'll go over. The projectors themselves, they do seem to help a little bit with some of the scattering people always complain about when they do LED upgrades on the older vehicles. Definitely helps. Isn't perfect. I can't imagine they put that much engineering into these cheap China products. Actually, these are made in Taiwan, which is a little bit better, I guess, that it's not made in China. Couple things I'll show when I open up the hood with the headlights. I'm gonna go over right now. All right, so this is what they look like when they're on. With the tint, couple things. The clips are, I guess, just the plastic in general is pretty cheap. So this got broken right here. Obviously, it's supposed to support there. Still nice and tight. Not like they're gonna move around at all. The clips for the actual the lights, the bulbs and everything, those are extremely cheap, and they are super prone to breaking off. Like normally I'll just put some electrical tape around that right there, and it'll be fine. But just be careful with those clips. Those will break off super easily. This is more my fault, but regardless, it did still break. Just the plastic is pretty cheap, but can't expect much when they're like $140 for a set. And that's one of the reasons why I'd give it a 6 out of 10. Just they work fine, still pretty cheap. Little bonus for not being made in China. All right, so here's a final clip of what it looks like at night. So you can see that top part, kind of like there. It's kind of all scattered, which is, I think, what you don't want. That is taking away from the brightness, obviously. But I'm sure it's better than just jamming the regular LEDs in the regular housings. Inside, So they are a good, a really good tone. They look a lot better, obviously, just in terms of appearance. But this side also has the running lights don't work, which may or may not have worked before. I can't completely blame that on the housings, but my suspicion is that they did work, or it could have been a installation error, which I don't think it was. It's pretty simple, you know, throwing these on the car. But that's a kind of a final look. One more time. So that's what the final result is. And here's a clip inside the car. They don't look as bad, obviously, when you're not right up against a white garage door, but overall, I'd say they're probably minimally brighter than the stock, you know, halogens. Keep in mind these are also tinted slightly. It's not a, you know, crazy tint, but they are tinted. I wouldn't really recommend probably doing this unless you are like me and mostly just want the look of the whiter LED light. The other part was doing the fogs, and that is almost as bright as the headlights, honestly. And let me see if I can get this here. So that's just fogs right there, and they're tinted yellow. That's nothing, obviously, and then that'll be just headlights, and then with the fog. So obviously fogs aren't supposed to be used all the time, but that is just another thing that I did do. So overall, would I recommend it? Yeah, if you have like the ugly, old, faded, you know, stock housings with halogens, they look great. But I wouldn't expect a huge amount of more lumens, you know, being outputted just compared to, you know, the engineering they put into the stock housings. They are cheap. So overall, I'd say 6 out of 10. Would I do it again? Yes.